Alrighty then, we just breezed right through hour 2. It's Friday edition of Liquid Lunch, so we're getting ready to blow that TGIF whistle any minute, but not before we bring in quite the newsmaker with all this stuff going on with the Democrat Party going to the left. Brandon Straka joins us today. He's the founder of the Walkaway movement, and Brandon, you have been doing this movement for a while to try to encourage Democrats to walk away from the Democratic Party.
Yes.
Just recently, you did a whole expose on how you guys were being discriminated against and other things. And the New York Post, basically, you did all the legwork, and then they decided to leave you out of the article.
Yeah.
Why do you think that's happening?
Well, I could only speculate why that's happening, that it possibly has to do with, a journalist wanting to pretend like they're doing a little more work than they were actually. I don't know. But I can tell you that it was very disappointing because, they came to me as the founder of this organization. One thing about Walkaway, we have, tens of thousands of written and video testimonials from people telling their stories. That's how we started, as a testimonial campaign. So I was sort of approached almost as a resource, I'd say, because they were looking specifically for black New Yorkers who had walked away. And, we have a lot of black people walking away from the Democratic Party in Walkaway. So I spent weeks sort of sourcing these various people who met the criteria that the reporter was looking for, under the guise that this was going to be a story about Walkaway and that we would get some quotes in there and a little bit of exposure for the movement and the organization. Lo and behold, the story comes out, and no mention of Walkaway whatsoever.
Well, do you think somewhere in there is part of the conspiracy that they don't want to give Walkaway more credit?
I don't know that there's a conspiracy behind it, but what I will say is, regardless of whatever their motivation is, it's really disappointing, because I started a grassroots organization here, and there was no such thing as a movement away from the Democratic Party, and I certainly would like to believe that the media that is not left-leaning and not progressive would at the very least be willing to sort of, help along this organization and provide at the very least a little bit of exposure. And so I think to intentionally cut us out of a story is obviously detrimental to the success of my organization, especially after we did the work.
And I've been involved in some activism in the past. My guess is that there's not some great grand prize for putting your name out there and being the guy to try to get people to leave the Democratic Party. It's not like you want all this publicity for you. That's the downside of this. All the work you got to do, all the incoming you got to get.
Yeah.
But you did want the movement to get better known, so more people will come and say, hey, I'm walking away too.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, just even seeing that word in print, #walkaway, I think it makes some people go, well, what is that? I want to look that up. I want to see what that's about. And a lot of my detractors do like to make that accusation. Oh, you just like the media attention. Oh, you just like to be famous. I would have been happy to not have my name mentioned. I just want to see Walkaway campaign mentioned in print, especially when I'm told that that's what's going to happen.
All right. Well, you know what? We bring on the guests that know where the rubber meets the road right here on Newsmax TV. All people are welcome. We're always talking to the purple people, those people in the middle who don't just subscribe to these zealous things. And Brandon Straka is a great activist. You're great for being with us throughout the week. And have a great weekend. We'll be here Monday, same bat time, same bat channel. More Liquid Lunch.